my first nickname ever was Darth Vader. That was like literally Darth Vader. And it was not Darth Vader, it was Dark Vader. Okay, with a K. So I was young. I was like, what, 11? And I didn't even know. I didn't even know that was Darth Vader. So the first time I went and I had to pick a nickname was the first time I went to a cyber cafe. Probably most of you don't even know what is a cyber cafe unless you're like above 30. But back then, you didn't have internet at home, and most people didn't have PCs. Most likely you had a PlayStation 1 or 2, or you had a very bad PC. So if you wanted to go play like Counter-Strike, most of the times there used to be like these LAN, these cafe places that everyone used to go together and have a lot of fun. So that was the place that I became a gamer. Most likely I spent thousands of hours, not thousands, but I'll say like I at least 1,000 hours I spent. So I'm sorry, man. Literally, she spent like a lot of money in that cyber cafe, man. But hey, it was worth it because it made me happy, and I think she liked me to be happy, and that's where I went there. And the guy was like, "What is your nickname?" And I'm like, what is the nickname?" And I'm like, and then my colleagues like they were like, "Oh no, just pick like something. What do you really like?" And I'm like, I like Dark Vader. You know, like I think Dark Vader is really cool. I like Star Wars, especially back then when I was a kid. I think the Star Wars movie just came around at that time. And I always thought like Dark Vader was a very cool character. And I said, okay, Dark Vader. And the guy just typed like Dark Vader. And yeah, that was my first nickname. I used that nickname for like 1 year until I remember so clearly. I was, okay, by the time I was probably like 13, right? And there was this guy that came to the cyber cafe, and he started, I killed him, and then the guy was like, he was pissed, okay, because I killed him like 2 or 3 times, and the guy was like way older than me. He was like 19 or something. So when you're 13 and you see a 18, 19-year-old dude, he looks like a man, okay? So he looked at me and he said, like, it kind of threatening me, and he was like, "Can you stop doing that?" And I was like, "Oh, what do you mean?" He's like, "You don't even know how to spell Darth Vader. It's with the TH, Dart." And I'm like nobody ever for like 1 year and a half or more in that cyber cafe. I spent hundreds of hours there playing. Nobody ever mentioned that, but that guy mentioned that Dark Vader was badly written. So I was so ashamed as a kid that after that I changed my nickname. I was literally so ashamed that I literally typed my nickname Darth Vader. So that's a small story how what was my first nickname was Darth Vader or Dark Vader.